All right, we are live. What's up, everybody? Tonight, joined by Patrick, have Cheetah Will View and Echo. Whoa, whoa, whoa. How's it going?
Pretty good. How about you?
Good. Had a good week. Back home to the real world now. Back to work, but so went,
Good to see the top of your head's back.
yeah, it grew back. I still have my brain. I was told it was tasty, but
Wow, man. Wow. Yeah, I saw the pictures from that. It looked really looks like it's gonna be a good time for horror fans.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
So it's probably going to be, I think, one of the best Bloods. So we all worked really hard on it, had a good time, and it was hot as hell there, but we managed. So had a little changes and improvs, and but we pulled it off, and so I
But
think.
but no green Kia though, right?
No, that's Polonia, not Will Colazzo.
Well, they should have at least rented it for the appearance.
How many of these Camp Blood movies has he done?
This one's number.
There's
This one's
quite a
number
few
13.
of them.
Yeah. Hey, Cody, what's
13.
up?
13 of them. Wow.
Yeah, 13. So even though it's part 9, it's actually 13th in the franchise. So they've been releasing them since 1999.
And there's been various directors, right, that have done these.
Yeah, Will Colazzo, Mark Polonia, Dustin Ferguson. I forget. I forget who else.
How did Justin Ferguson get his hand on this?
I have no idea.
Oh Lord have mercy. That makes it, that makes it really scary now.
That's the horror one.
I wish he had done the Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, because that film, to me, that's the standard bearer for bad movies. So
yeah, but he's never made a good bad movie. He's made a lot of bad movies, but he never made a good bad movie. Like Brett Kelly, or Mark. I mean, they make good bad movies. We can watch them and be thoroughly entertained. I have never been entertained by a Dustin Ferguson movie.
Been kind of bored with a couple of them. Like, really,
Well, yeah, some of the too long. The credits that are too long, and some of those shots are too. Like, why does that shot have to be so long?
Yeah.
But in anime, the term is we have what we call filler episodes, which is the pan out thing. So maybe this is like filler shots to pan out the film.
Yeah, Cody said 4 and 5 are definitely a low point in the franchise.
And those are the probably ones that Dustin did.
Yup.
I see. I had a feeling. As soon as I saw that, I'm like, there you go.
That's it. Absolutely.
Yeah, check it out, Echo, man. Echo's looking all Son of Anarchy. Or
actually, how many people are going to realize this isn't meant for a guy? It's one of those ones that's like fitted and all. It's meant for the girls and the hair. I go, shit, I'll just use it.
I don't know, man. I was thinking either you joined the Mayans or you're now riding with the Suns.
Well, I am part Mexican, so I'd be the Mayans.
Okay.
As long as I don't got to drink any tequila.
I never even saw. You know what? I never even saw one episode of that show. I know it was a
which one? Well, I've never seen any of the episodes either. And I always tend to forget it's out there unless someone brings it up, or I randomly pop up reading something about the Suns and it gets brought up. Then I remember about it.
Mm-hmm.
I know they've had a few guest stars cross over to it throughout the seasons. I watched, I think, like the first episode, and then I just got behind so much other stuff to watch. But I forget how many seasons they've done. They've done a few of them already. So
They did 5. I think they did between 10 and 12 episodes per season. So there's like 50 to 60 episodes out there.
One day I'll watch them. Yeah, because I like Sons of Anarchy. So I mean, I'm sure Mayans is pretty good. So
it's like that other show, Breaking Bad. I've only seen like the first 2 or 3 episodes.
Excellent show. That was awesome.
Never seen any of the spinoff though. So
Better Call Saul. Yeah, I started watching that. I got behind on it, so just before he became a badass in it. So, but it's kind of, I guess, drawing out kind of like how in when Gotham first came out, Penguin, he was like kind of like low on the totem pole, and then as the next couple seasons, he became like the just total badass of Gotham. So.
Oh, I did like him in the final episode when they're in the limo and shit, and they with his foot see Batman and they're screaming, and then at the end they're like, "Oh, we're gonna go mess him up," and they see Batman swing over. They're like, "Yeah, we'll do that tomorrow." Like, screw that. There's a guy dressed as a giant rodent, swinging around.
Who are you? Batman.
I'm Batman.
You know they added that scene in the Flash when they showed the trailer. You knew they were going to do that. They had to do that. It's him. Yes, I know. I'm Batman.
Yeah.
Like, how many times does he get asked to do that? Like, he's like, "Can you do it? Can you do it?" I'm Batman.
Oh, you mean Keaton? You mean? Oh, Keaton would just tell you to go jump off a roof.
But it's still, my favorite one is that lady from the first Jaws movie. Will you slap me?
No,
That's a pretty strange request. Will you slap me across the face like you did in the movie? And she used to oblige by it, and at some point she's just like, "No, I can't do it no more." But she's also the one that she was in a restaurant, and they go, "The cook wants to meet you. He really wants to meet you, talk to you." It's the guy who played her son in the movie. He became a chef or something. She happened to randomly end up in the restaurant he was working at.
yeah. Speaking of Jaws, whatever happened to that kid who played that? The one they are every 4th of July. I always talk about it. The kid who played Alex, like the little 10-year-old that got killed. Whatever happened to him? Did he? I wonder if he continued to act, or did he just go on to have a normal life?
Okay, the original Jaws. Let us look. The power of Google.
He might do conventions because I thought I saw something one time about the kid in Jaws, but
Okay, the little boy Sean.
I think Sean played his son, but the kid's name was Alex.
See, Sean was the youngest.
Yeah, there's Michael.
Yeah, and he was the oldest, but the youngest son was named Sean.
what's up, Rob's Vintage Video?
Oh,
But
Dick
Rob
Warlock?
will know that.
Dick Warlock?
Rob will know that. If he has Vintage Video, he will know what happened to the kid who played Alex Kurtner. I think his name on Jaws was.
Alex Kurtner. You're gonna have to do the IMDb thing.
Now I got these guys on a search. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Alex. The one picture they have of the guy who played Sean looks like a mugshot for some reason.
The kid's name was Alex Kenter in it.
The character. It was the son of the mother.
So Jeffrey Voorhees, it says his name is.
No, is that his last name? Voorhees?
Yeah. Hey, is he related to Deborah Voorhees?
Oh shit! Is he related to Jason? Oh my gosh, that's too funny.
Oh, because there's another kid, Chris Ribello, who played Michael Brody in it. Maybe he's the one that does conventions. I'm not sure.
But if you look at, like, when I looked at the cast and it shows you like a picture of what the kid that played the young Sean now, look like his updated picture looks like a mugshot.
It could be a mugshot.
You know, I guess that's what happens when you become a child star. You get all the problems. People forget that you were a child star. I freaking forgot that Stephen Dwarf was a child star until I picked up a copy of The Gate and I'm looking at it. Hey, I know that person. I had to Google it. Stephen. Oh! I forgot he was a child star. But I think outside of that, I don't recall him in anything as a kid. I think most of the stuff as an adult.
Yeah.
Still having that same problem with Instagram. Freaking sucks.
Yeah, Instagram's been sort of sketchy.
Jamie's having the same problem that I am.
What's up with Instagram now? Besides the
request? on the website, if some of the chat groups, like the community one we're in, I can get notified that there's a message here, but I can't see it. Yet if I go to my phone, I can. And it seems Jamie Hart is having the same issue, it looks like, that I'm having.
Oh, that's weird.
So there's a couple of other groups that are the same thing. It's like you see notifications, so okay, let me click on the notifications, and stuff for the chat, and there's nothing there. Pick up my phone. Oh, there it is. So there's something up with.
No idea.
So I'm on forever. Whenever I go, then I see. I can't see it. I have my phone. What's going on? Just makes me check my phone more often than I did before.
It's like join the club. Just have your phone with you 24/7. What?
Like people, like I didn't realize that you stop coming to YouTube and you get all the social media. You do spend a lot of time on your phone. People trying to talk to you, just like, oh, 1 minute, okay. They look at you like, why are you on your phone? Checking out messages and updates and whatnot.
Check it. Yeah, exactly. Why are you on your phone? Leave me alone. Screw you.
I just know I think someday it's going to be one of those things we're going to see a family. They're going to be having the big, Christmas dinner, Thanksgiving dinner. And they're going to be on the phone. Deep, deep, deep. Did you get my text? Okay, I'll pass you the salt.
Did you get my text? Hello.
You're like, Steven, can you pass me the salt? Sure. Can you pass me the butter?
Pass me the butter.
Yeah.
That's what's going to become. And then you get that strange message. What? Pat needs toilet paper. God damn, I knew I forgot to put some toilet paper in the bathroom.
It's like, whatever. Oh, well.
Got Rob, Mayanne, May the Killer Ann.
So, Echo, we were bouncing some ideas around for tonight's show, and I got a little inspired, and I was talking to Steven about you decided to do something that I think some of us can relate to, and that is organizing your film collection. Now, everybody in the community is always showing off what they got. Everybody's doing that. Oh, and by the way, Steven, you're only one away from 600 now.
It's so
one away.
Party time.
Come on, anybody who's watching, if you haven't joined.
Yeah. Break out the mimosa.
That's right. But you're everybody in our community always showing off the haul videos. Now, there are some that will show off room videos. There are some that will do that. But those who do versus the ones like you and I and Steven who really can't. It's not that we wouldn't, it's that we really can't because we're scattered, Timbuktu. But you decided that you say, you know what? I got something to do. I'm going to organize my collection. Why? One, because I want to organize. Two, because that'll certainly help us come up with a topic to talk about on House of Horrors.
But another reason to do it is I have actually forgotten what I've gotten, and I've ended up with I ended up with 2 copies of Rambo, not Rambo, First Blood, 2 copies of Maximum Overdrive, because my dumbass didn't realize I had them already.
Yeah, see, now that's something like I can relate to because that's one of the greatest things. In fact, I actually get to ask this all the time, more than based on this on the library but people ask me like, how do you keep track of what you got? And honest to heaven, I have zero answer to that because I only have really 3 shelving units and one's in my closet, and I don't know if that would even qualify. So it's all done by memory. As far as what I have and what I don't have. But man, that's, as I get older, that might not be such a reliable way to remember. So we're, I was actually like, when you mentioned how you're going to organize, so I thought that would be a really good idea. And I just wanted to know, and I guess we can ask the chat here in the live show, but I also want this question to be answered in the comment section because we would really like to know this. Trust me, we would. How do you organize your collection?
Oof, that's the hardest part.
Yeah,
I have like right here. That's mainly horror. Over there, that's all the my bed. That's all the ITN, almost all the Wild Eye. There's a couple Wide Eyes out there. And the Polonia movies are over there.
Now you put the Plonia movies separate because okay, so you
because
got both.
I was organizing the Wild Eyes.
Okay.
I was like, okay, there's I think Sharkula I have is Wild Eye. And I was like, well, because the other two are Death Rail and Motorboat SRS.
Yeah.
So like since I was putting them with the Wild Eye over there, I was like, I'm gonna put the Polonia there, because one's the Wild Eye and the SRS. But otherwise, over there, that's the anime, the wrestling, the sci-fi, and some of the classics were like Godfather, and I can't even recall what's over there, which is gonna be scary when I go through that. Like, what do we have? But like usually it's like by like I said, horror. The only ones that aren't done by horror are the like the ITN, because you sent me some, Pat, that aren't horror. They're like kind of like action historical.
Right.
So
yeah, I have, it's funny because I don't know, but I think Steven does the same thing too. Do you separate like I have so here's how I have mine broke down. I know some people do it alphabetically. They do it by genre. They do it, they do it in the years that the movie came in. I mean, there's various ways that people do their collections. Me personally, in the small space that I have, I do it through two ways. I do movies and I do TV.
Yeah.
So what I do
the TV's over there too.
What I do for my movies is I divide them up by studio as well. Like I have my A24s because it's everybody. It gets endless. I never used to do that with A24. I never used to do that until I started noticing that I started getting a lot of them at the library, and then plus there were some that I was getting A24 before they became everybody's darling. I was getting that at the video store, so I broke that out and I put them separately. I had the movie separately from Bayview. And then I have Criterion, and then I have the IFCs separated by studio, and believe it or not, downstairs underneath my TV, I actually have my Wild Eye. Now I used to have a lot more Wild Eye, which is why it was down there, but I gave a lot of it away.
That's how I got most of my Wild Eye. Is when I did that Wild Eye week and started to get into them. It was either Hobbs or Bones sent me a whole bunch of Wild Eye.
Probably both. Now, speaking of Wild Eye, I mean, if anybody has, like I have like 255 IFC, but that's not the largest one of anybody as far as studio goes. I think, if I'm not mistaken, probably Super Slash Bros, between those three guys and Steven and Horde Devil 333 Tim.
I
you guys probably have the biggest Wild Eye. I mean, you guys have hundreds of movies. I mean, like
over 300. I forget the last count I counted, but yeah.
Yeah, my Wild Eye collection just grew, and I think I'm looking at my list. I think I have 3 IFCs.
All right, your movie. You're growing.
I think it's I'm looking at the list. I have Dead Snow.
Yeah.
I should have.
Yeah, Consecration.
And I have one other. I think it's Grabbers. Is that it?
Oh, wow. Yeah, Grabbers. Oh, that's a good one, too.
Yeah, I should have it. I thought I recorded it, and now I'm looking. Don't tell me I screwed this list up.
Oh.
Because that's going to be a freaking pain if I screwed this up.
Well, Echo was here for a little while, boys and girls, but he had to run away to go redo the collection. So
he's got to start all. He's got to start all over.
I know I recorded Grabbers.
You sure?
That's why, because I put it as an IFC Midnight.
Oh, okay.
That's why I couldn't.
So Consecration, and so Dead Snow, though. All 3 of those are IFC Midnights.
Well, I think Dead Snow just says IFC.
Really? Okay, maybe it was released before.
Yeah, it just says IFC Films.
Okay, that was probably I wonder if it was released before Antichrist was. I think Antichrist was the first IFC Midnight film.
This has 2 years, 2009, 2010.
Yeah, because I don't think Antichrist came out till 2000 and God, I want to say it came out after that. I want to say.
Yeah, pretty much. I've had a full dresser full of Wild Eyes only, and then some on the top rack over there of the rest of the Wild Eyes. Then what I do is I have all my Blu-ray horror all together. Some of them are, all the sequels and stuff. They're all set together. I have a section with my Scream Team releasing ones. My horror pack, all of those are together. And then I got like the DVD horror is separate from the Blu-rays. Then I got the TV shows. So it's.
See, I've heard of people doing that too. In fact, I think probably the guy with the largest collection in our community that I know, as far as DVDs and Blu-rays goes, Ken from Mid-Level Media. I think he does that. I think he divides his by DVD and Blu-ray. And if I'm not mistaken, I think the original collector that I used to watch, he did the same thing, and that would be Dave from Cinema Sickness. I think he divided it up by DVD and Blu-ray as well. I couldn't do that. That would just.
Yeah, if I have a series and one of them's in a DVD, I'll still keep it with it. I think. I don't know if I have any series that I like that. See, like mine, where I put them in order. Well, we'll take it back. I have Zombie 3 and After Death, which is like Zombie 4, and my copy of Zombie 3 is DVD, where the other two are Blu-ray.
Yeah, I would just keep them. I mean, if it's a series like that, if it's a series,
keep this as the After Death. How the hell did I keep this as the After Death cover?
Because I have an Italian.
That's why. When I got this, I thought I was getting Zombie 3 because they listed it as Zombie Flesh Eaters 3.
All right, we got some fresh faces in the house. Hey, Poot, how are you? Left to right, top to bottom goes like this: Clambake VHS, the regular VHS, then CDs, then DVD to Blu-ray. That's how he does his collection. Okay, we're talking about organization of one's collection today.
I still have to do the VHS.
We'll see what Cat Dad has to say. I want to see what how he goes ahead and organizes.
My old way, I recorded the title, the length, the catalog number, the UPS number, a UPC number, how many, who was in it, like detailed record, and all of them had to be facing the exact same direction when I would put them on the shelf. If even so much as one was off, I became the most pissed off, inattentive prick you'd ever met.
Now, see,
I went nuclear if one was even out of position.
See, I can live without them being, like, to me, it's like it's more important that to know what I have than it is to have them, a look, because I just want to know. I just want to keep track of what I own. So, and of course, like a lot of us here in the community, we use Letterboxd, but I'm not exactly sure that Letterboxd is all that, because, man, for one thing, man, that site gets really, really ad.
I decided to purchase Microsoft Office, because me and my mom always running into things where someone sends us something and we can't open it because we don't have the program. So they have the family edition, which is like 50 people, or not 50, but 5 other people. I paid 50, she paid 50. It's like $100. Actually, they gave her a discount. They charged her like 80. So basically, I paid 40, and actually, I paid 50, and she paid 30. Now that I think about it, because she got a discount, and I gave her 50. But it has Excel on it, not spreadsheet, which I guess Excel's. I mean, I kind of remember Excel, but I always thought it was spreadsheet. But it works the same.
Yeah. Do you do that too, Stephen? Do you use Letterboxd to keep track of yours, or do you write them down, or do you just not know?
At one point, I don't have the app. I can't remember what it was called, but there was something where I could scan all the UPCs and it just automatically categorized for you. It was this app. I can't remember what it was called, and I lost it. I need to find that something that's similar, but it did everything. TV shows, like anything, you just scanned the UPC on it, and it brought it right up and categorized it for you, everything. And then it even had info of who was in it. Like it had everything on there. I don't even know if it's still around or if they got rid of it or.
Yeah, someone was talking about something like that. I used to, for my comic books, which I have like over 800, I have a notebook that's full, quarter full of badly handwritten. This is the title, this is the publisher, this is the issue, volume, distributor, all that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm never going to type that up because that's like over 800. I'd never take it forever just to sit there and try to read my bad handwriting and be like, oh, what? Is that X-Men or something? Yeah. And of course, I forgot I have a copy of Cars now.
A comic or the movie?
The movie, because we had a family reunion and they were playing bingo and they go, oh, they were called not bingo, but they had a raffle and I
Name's
won.
Mater, like tomato.
Yeah, they go, they're drawing people's numbers again. And your number got called again. Look over. Oh, it's a used copy of Cars. What? Why not? Why not have a copy of Cars? Would have been better if they had it Finding Nemo.
Let's see. You're only one away, Steven. If you haven't subscribed to our good friend Steven, so that would be good if we could actually see that happen today.
I do have some of those clamshells. So I do have a few Disney movies because there's a live stream I did over a year ago. My uncle had this box of VHS, and there was a whole bunch of those old Disney movies, and I took the ones that I liked. I had to throw some away because they were so like in bad shape. And it's like, ugh.
Oh, and it looks like, I'm sorry to interrupt, just hit 600. So whoever did, thank you.
Just remember to leave a comment on one of his. Just remember to leave a comment on one of his videos so it sticks.
Yes, exactly. So if you want, there's if you want to leave a comment on one, there's like a 54-second clip from behind the scenes of Camp Blood 9. You can just watch that and leave a comment on that if you want. Short, sweet, and simple.
That look you had in your face, you're just like.
Poot is 600. That sounds like a T-shirt.
Poot is 600.
Poot is 600. My name is Groot. My name is Poot, and I'm 600.
Oh yeah, this was. I don't know what stream I was on. I still have this case. I had gotten my copy of some movie, and they messed up the case.
That's a whole different. That's a whole. That's a whole different subject. How to keep cases safe.
No. See, they didn't cut it or connect it right. So you can see it's not connected here, and it's wasn't cut right. It's bigger than the wrap is bigger than the plastic, the case. It's like,
Poot 6.0.0. Hey, that reminds me of a funny joke. I shared it. I think it was Anne Hathaway. It looked like her. It could have been someone else or someone who looked like her. She goes, what's 6.9? A good thing ruined by a period.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I saw
that. Saw that clip. I was like, oh.
It was on like the Jon Stewart show or something.
I saw it on one friend from high school, Big Mike. Last 4 digits of his phone number, 1069. Someone goes, oh, you don't remember it? 10 people 69ing. And a bunch of stoner teenagers laughing their ass off because they were high at the time we heard that.
I'm done. Nice. Thank you.
All right. Congratulations, Steven. Wow.
If we could get him 66 more, he could be the number of the beast.
I know.
Well, that's the next one. Yeah, that'll happen. Yeah. I think the bat, that just happened to the bat. He hit 666, and and of course everybody's going like, "Get me off the 666."
Oh.
Has the professor hit it too?
No, the professor is having the same issue that I'm having right now. So he's at 238. I'm at 256, but you get those points where you stall for a bit.
Yeah. Just
so we're both stalling, but those usually come with a growth spurt.
I got stalled out there in the 250s too, Echo.
I always thought that the professor, because his stuff is really good, and there should be much. He should have higher numbers because his stuff is really good. But that's just my opinion.
Cat Dad says he has a review with 666 views on it. Holy shit! but see, how do you look at that? Do you look at that as sort of like, okay, we should all rush over to Cat Dad and rescue him from that evil 666, or do you sit there as a horror fan? You sit there and say, yeah, don't hit it yet. I want people to come by and get scared by that.
Yeah, exactly.
I was somewhere and I ran into that movie 666 or whatever that has the Foo Fighters in it.
Oh, Studio 666.
Yeah, I was somewhere and they had like copies of it. I was like, I remember this movie, Dave, whatever. Because that was what, last year, the year before?
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet. I need to check it out. I think it's $5 at Walmart. So.
Ooh, the bin has grown a little bit there at Walmart because when they make the aisles smaller, they got to do something with all those movies, so they just put 2 bins out and they look like they're about ready to fall out. Movies are ready to fall out.
So just the $5 and the $7.50 bin, just toss them in.
Well, actually, I'm mixing the $5 in with the $7.50 ones because that's how I got my copy of Transformers cartoon video.
Yeah,
so,
I have not been down there.
They finally had a steelbook in because they got steelbooks a while back, and then everybody went there because they're like $7.50, and everyone was going there buying them. So that's how I got my First Blood steelbook and my Evil Dead steelbook.
Now I did divide my steelbooks into 2. I divided those because I have so few of them. I have like 10, so I did do that. I have I have 9 movies. I have 9 movies and 1 TV series.
What I did is when I was putting down my movies, some of them I had to put special notes. So I put a special note steelbook. Or I have 2 copies of X, which is the only one I bought on purpose twice because there's the red sleeve and there's one that's like silver sleeve. And one you can find at Best Buy on Blu-ray, and one you can find at Walmart on Blu-ray. Oh, they have the other one too at Walmart, but it's on DVD. So I got 2 copies of that just because I kept hearing about it. So I was like, oh, why not? I'll just buy a second copy of it. I haven't even seen it yet. No, was it Pearl? Was it?
Well, X was first, and then Pearl.
Yeah, I think it was the Pearl. They did the 2 different sleeves for.
I still haven't watched either of those yet. I need to.
I watched X. I haven't watched Pearl. That's because I have to get a new Blu-ray player. I
haven't said this in a while about Pearl, but what the hell? She rode that scarecrow like a pro. She had porn stars going. So that's how you do it. I'd seen that scene a little bit in the trailer, and then when I finally saw the movie, I'm like, damn, she's going to town in that scarecrow.
It's like in Carousel, it's a unicorn, and in Pearl, it's a scarecrow. Okay.
Oh God, that first Carousel, God.
Oh,
I got some fellow co-stars.
Yeah, it was a bunny in one of them. That was the third one, was it? They had the bunny. One.
Mm-hmm.
He did it. Oh, he had sex with the bunny in the. Oh, Lord have mercy.
No, the bunny had Carousel bunny had sex with 2 humans.
Yeah, had consensual sex. Would you like to have consensual sex? Okay, sure. Why not?
Oh Lord.
But yeah, we were watching that during in between takes. We had some spare time, and I introduced a few co-stars to that. They were laughing their ass off. They're like, "What are we watching? This is hilarious." Let's see. Pearl was shot really well.
I liked how it was filmed during the pandemic, so you saw a lot of people with masks on, So they set it in a time where there was also a pandemic going on. So that's how they were able to have people in the movie being seen was wearing masks.
Mm-hmm.
By saying it was set in a period during a pandemic, which I thought was pretty cool.
So Care Bear walked through here, and I just want to bring I want to bring attention to Care Bear because she is starting her deep dive into the Buffy show. Yay!
Okay.
Let's hear for Care Bear. Let's hear for the Care Bear.
In Walmart, over by the electronics, when they put some of the more, kind of like special toys, like the Funko Pops and the different, like the NECA toys, they've been having Buffy toys. But I've only seen Buffy and Angel, but they're both considered to be from the Buffy toy line. I might have seen Spike, I'm not sure, but I've seen Buffy and Angel.
James Marsters has actually been rather busy. Now, of course, David Boreanaz has been, he's done, he did Navy SEAL team for the last 5 or 6 years.
And then he made you forget, that whole the whole Angel character when he played Solly or whatever the character's name in Bones.
Bones, yeah.
And then he did it again with his other show. So he's got talent. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Although I loved him in Bones, I just loved Bones. I got season 6. I gotta get the other seasons.
For what? For Buffy.
For Bones, I used to have the box sets for all of Buffy, and then I got rid of them. But that was a long time ago.
I got that big box set of them. I did at one point had the individual ones each season, but then I got the whole box set.
I got this at the library. I got this at bag sale day. So I think I ended up basically paying like $1.50 for it that time. So for that set.
That's a good deal.
Yeah, I think I did all right.
Do they have any copies of Army of Darkness?
They didn't have any Army of Darkness, but you know what they did have, and I really do regret not buying it, and I think I might have to bend my rule a little bit. Before I would always try to say that I try not to get anything more than what I need, like various copies. But I think I'm gonna have to break that for some films because one of the things I left on the shelf this past week was I left the Anchor Bay version of the first Evil Dead, and I thought about that all the way when I got home, going like,
I had a copy of that at one point.
Yeah, I should have grabbed that.
I actually still might. I left a couple of movies in the bin. I have to look because when I got my Steelbook for Evil Dead, it's the Anchor Bay one.
Yeah.
All they did was this comes with a Steelbook. I'd have to look.
I've seen copies like that, but a lot of times it's like, and one I totally just had a brain fart on it, and I knew better, and I don't know why, and it wasn't until I don't know what I was doing, but I thought, we were talking about A24s, and my A24s are next to my Criterion, and I'm going through that, and I'm going like, you know what? I left that there last week, and what a stupid thing I did, because I got a copy of Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Now, that's not a favorite of mine at all. I mean, I got it because it's Criterion. I don't know when if I'll ever watch it. I just wanted to get it because, seeing Criterions in the wild is pretty rare, unless you're looking for the Royal Tenenbaums, and then you can get that anywhere. But they had another copy of that at the library, and it's only a quarter, but I left it. And I should have grabbed it because the one that I got, I have a feeling that the disc needed to be a little bit upgraded because it got banged around a little bit. But in my mind is I already had it, so I didn't, so I just left it behind. But I'm thinking from now on that if I see something like that, like Evil Dead, or something like that, only a quarter, I'm going to go ahead and start grabbing those just in case someone else needs them.
Yeah, so I was able to figure out they're the same. They both have the same catalog number on them. I'm looking at the disc and it's like BD whatever, and I look over BD and it's the same number. I'm like, so what would be
really cool? I tell you what would be really cool too, and that is if there was any way possible that there we could actually do there's a website or a page or what have you, where you could go there and you could drop off your 5 to 10 grails, right? These are the movies that you're looking for most of all, and you leave them there. And if other people came over and saw what you needed to get, maybe you guys could facilitate a trade. Like you and I are whenever you get whenever I don't think it's going to happen between you and me, Echo, because I really don't, because I think once you watch your movie, you're going to keep it. But let's say you and I, we talked about Consecration. Like, we know, like, he didn't like it. You and I could facilitate a trade for it.
Because I saw those Red Dwarfs ones, so I've been looking for those. But no, right now I'm looking for the original Dawn, which I cannot find. I can only find the remake.
The which one? The original what?
The original Dawn on Blu-ray.
Dawn, Red Dawn?
Red of the Dawn of the Dead. So I have the original Red Dawn. And by the way, to the remake, this is my opinion. If you need help reading between the lines, here. That's what I think about the remake. I never walked out of a theater more pissed off before after seeing that, because that's a terrible movie. But no, I'm looking for the original Dawn of the Dead. I want to upgrade my Zombie 3 and Demon Lovers, and there's still a book for Friday the 13th Part 2, which I cannot find. And if I do, they want an arm and a leg for it. Plus Sleepaway Camp 2 and 3. Which I found someone goes, they said there was someone that had them, some website, I forget who it was. And you go to the website and it says out of print or sold out or something. And it's just like, come on.
Well, here's our good friend Hobbs Horror walked in. Hobbs, here to show support and a clean level of friendship and compassion and good looks. That's right. Preach it, Hobbs. Now, personally, this is a great question to ask the mighty Hobbs, because his collection, he's rebuilding his collection, and now we can ask him, how do you keep your collection organized, Josh? Do you do it by shelving? Do you do it by studio? Do you do it by DVD, Blu-ray? How do you keep your collection organized? And can you do us a movie? When can we get a tour of your movie room?
I would love to have a separate room I could just have for a movie room.
The day I win the lottery, I'll just have a whole room devoted to movies.
Oh my gosh, you have rooms full.
Oh, I'd have rooms around. I'd make sure to get every copy of everything imaginable.
Yeah. You could just tell Rob, I want one copy of everything you made.
That's it.
As being a gamer, I would have to have two rooms, one for movies and one for gaming. Because there's a few games that have had special editions, such as one that came with a glow-in-the-dark condom that I might want a copy of just because I think it'd be funny as hell. Look, a special edition. It comes with, one came with panties. But that is pulled out. This one came with one came with a house, an actual house.
An actual house you can move into. You buy a game.
Well, in the game is there's this house that's in bad shape. They give you a replica. It's like, you spend more money fixing the house and make it livable than anything else.
Let's see. Hobbs says that he only has DVD and Blu-ray at the moment, maybe a few VHS. I'm organized by distributing companies, so studios like you and I do. So he's got Wild Eye, ITN, Magoo, and that would probably be another word for Visual Vengeance, I think, and even Anchor Bay. Man, see, Anchor Bay, that's so rare for me to run across Anchor Bay.
Yeah, I know. And Visual Vengeance is going to have one come out in November. That rare Lorena Quigley one.
The Care Bear says she is Magoo. Yeah, Magoo. You guys know what Magooing is, right? It is, and it's a real term. We were having fun with it. I didn't realize it until it was a real term, so I looked it up, and it is a real term. It's when you're really nearsighted and you have to get this close to read something. And we saw that with our good friend Gary from Gary's Emporium. He was like the original movie Magoo. And yeah, that's funny as hell. And Carrie,
Yeah. Most movies when they come with extras, it's like a poster or something.
Yeah. I was gonna say for Hobbs' comment there about panties with the movies. I'm like, well, I should talk to Will because there might be something good with Camp Blood 9.
Oh, wait a minute. You can order a copy of The Room from a certain individual, Wiseau's website. You can order a copy of it on Blu-ray, and it comes a pair of men's boxer briefs that's got his name on the waist, which I think is a hell of a marketing thing.
Oh yeah, me too, Gary. I'm terribly nearsighted.
I'm about that. Like if it's far away, I need my glasses, but up close, I gotta take my glasses off, which is a newer thing for me. But you never really, I mean, all these studios, like Grindhouse releasing, I want 2 of those. They had the puzzle for pieces that you see the little boy putting together.
Yeah,
they had it sold out.
Now, so you do. So Hobbs says about distributing. So that's a good way. I don't know. I think some people do it. I mean, I try to do it on Letterboxd. Like I'm trying to transfer from my old list to my new list. Now, I'll say one thing about Letterboxd. I can say this. Before I was just adding movies to every list, but I noticed that the more you put onto a list on a single list, the more it slows down the website. So before I would have I had like 1,500 here, 1,500 here. Now I'm just going to be limited down. I'm going to limit down to 500, and then I'm just going to do groups of 500. It might be a little bit more, but it'll be a quicker look. It's quicker to maneuver. I mean, you'd be sitting there trying to add on a movie, and it literally be like 10 minutes sitting there waiting for it to load up, so you could actually put in one movie. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay. That's right. Peggy saying that she is Steven's mom. For those who don't know, I graduated from Stetson University. She's a hatter. A month before I turned 40, started teaching that fall. She's now 65. That's awesome.
So yeah, she watched Buffy during that. I actually got her into Buffy. Like even before the show came out, I wanted to. Originally, I rented the one with Christy Swanson, and she had like that. And then when the show launched, I don't know, and I'm like, watch it, and she got hooked on it too.
I am still team Nerd Willow. That's the Willow I had a crush on, not the Witchy Willow, the Nerd Willow.
No, Vamp Willow. Can't forget the doppelganger.
That's right. She gets pulled into the regular universe, and she gets put back just in time to get staked.
And then she's like,
still sorry. My favorite death in whether it's the movie or the TV shows is Paul Rubin's death.
Yeah.
And if I remember right, after the movie doing the credits, they're doing that again. Ooh.
That whole thing was improv too. Like when I was talking to Christy about it, she was like, I was like, what the fuck is he doing? And he's like, go with it. And I was just like, she goes, I didn't know he was gonna come up. She goes, I didn't know he was gonna come again. Like I was like, okay. And he's like looking at me like, okay.
And also that's that Buffy humor too. Was I can do anything better than you? And then after he lost his arm, she's like, clap. It stops and looks at like
and David Arquette, when he was like, he's like, let me, you're floating. Luke Perry, he's like, come on, man.
Yeah, I could organize into the other room, and I don't know. I keep on thinking maybe I'll do something like that. I do have a spare bedroom I could convert. I don't know why. I just feel like I could convert it, but I still feel like it would still be too small for my collection, because it's a small room, and I just feel like even if I built it out, and even have some shelving in the middle of the room, one thing, it'd be insanely expensive to do, but I still feel like I wouldn't have enough room, because my collection it's bigger than it looks. I still got room. I still got stuff downstairs that I haven't even moved upstairs yet. So,
I've been hearing
I'm just trying to organize it, because like I tried to do TV on my main shelving unit, and it's like then I end up adding superheroes to it. my DC shelf is 100% full now. So now I don't even know where I'm going to be doing. I don't know where to put them now because I have no more shelving to do. I'm all gone. I have to figure out how to keep track of it so I don't do the double dip, you know. Let's see. And Carrie's Hobbs says, Peggy, that's amazing. Congrats on 65. Care Bear says hello. Please, if you haven't followed Steven, please consider sharing them out and also hitting that sub button. He hit 600 today.
Finally,
so
thank
awesome.
you. Yes.
Yeah. So you are
live on the show. I hit 600.
You are now officially tipped to the 1,000. Now you're gonna start rushing down to that number. You watch. Now that you tip over 600, now it's gonna start adding up. You watch. That long pull to get over. Now it's gonna happen. Let's see. But if he has a lot of directions, they're cool on there. Be fun though. Yeah, it would be fun. Yeah, I am running out of closet space.
Come out of the closet.
No. Nobody wants to see that closet. Trust me. Nobody wants to see it. All you're gonna get is people going like, hell no, don't do that. So everybody's safe tonight. But I did want to share this because the Care Bear started her deep dive on Buffy, and the first episode is currently out now on her channel.
Yeah, I got it on my watch.
Go ahead, Echo. I was gonna say I do have face tribal tattoo underneath my Serenity, so I got my Joss Whedon tattoos there.
I don't know about Joss Whedon though.
Yeah, I heard some things after. I've actually met him.
I'm still stuck on that whole thing when they said, because the girl who played Dawn, yeah, she was underage, and on the show they're like, we don't want them to be left alone in the room together. I'm like, that's kind of scary. Like when you got to say something like that. I mean, but he's gonna do something, and what's he gonna do?
Yeah, some stuff came out after, but
yeah. Well, I saw yesterday that Danny Masterson, who played Hyde on that '70s show, he got 30 years.
Oh, that's about Hobbs asking a good question to her if she's going to do the movie.
I thought that's what I was going to ask her too. I always thought that any deep dive into Buffy should be the.
But would that also mean that she should also do Angel, since that's
Angel? Yep, you got to do Angel afterwards.
Yeah, and there are some crossovers though, so keep an eye. Yeah. There are some Buffy episodes that'll cross over into Angels. So
yeah. So and she's also been doing commentaries on the Saw franchise.
I used to have those on.
I'm hoping that I'm hoping. I'm hoping that they do a Final Destination twist on the new Saw movie, right? You know how the last Final Destination movie came out, and Final Destination 5, and they tied it to the first one at the end. That was the hook. When the end of the last Final Destination led into the first one. I'm hoping that this one will lead from the very first Saw. I'm hoping it will lead to the ending of Spiral, so they can continue the story.
Yeah, loop back.
Mm-hmm. That would be cool. Because I'm not really vibing on the new Saw movie. I'm not vibing on it at all because
it looks good to me. I like it. I'm glad they brought Amanda back, and then they're going to have the detective back.
But we already know what's going to happen. And that's a horror movies. That's one of the aces that it has. Under its sleeve is the air of mystery, but it's already taken that away. It's like, well, we already done 9 movies, but we're going to do the one that started it all. Well, we already know
how he got recruited and how he decided because those foreign doctors fucked him over. So that's how he started everything. So
yeah,
I like it.
That's sort of subliminally, in a way, that's sort of subliminally not right. I don't feel like so the origin of Jigsaw is going to be at the hands of foreigners. I'm just not really feeling that storyline too much. I'm just not feeling that. And we're like, wow, that's sort of backwards to me, because they've already established in the first one that he got screwed up by the first doctor, and he got mixed diagnosed in the States. I don't know. It just I don't know. I'm just hoping that it somehow carries on to Spiral, because I wanted to see the movie go forward. Because I'm one of the few people that really did enjoy Spiral. I thought Spiral was really tight.
Mm-hmm.
I thought they did a really good job.
I haven't seen Spiral because the first movie didn't really do anything for me. I've seen it, and because I didn't really like it, I never got into the franchise.
Yeah, the first three movies, Echo. Honestly, I think most Saw fans will tell you, as far as story wise go and traps, the first three were the best. They really were. The two is lights out. Two is man, that will get you. That will get you. Watching one of those movies where you just you feel things crawling on your skin. That two will do that to you.
It's like Final Destination. I've only seen one of them. I can't remember which one. I just remember them at one point they're in a field and there's some barbed wire or something that gets flying and cutting somebody in half or something. So I'm not sure which one it was.
Hey Don, how are you?
It was one of those random things where I was just like, I'll just check it out.
Yeah.
Hey, Don is here.
I heard the next Final Destination, they didn't say what or how, but they're going to have a death in a tattoo parlor. That's going to be awesome. If they do it right, that should be really good.
What about that short film by Michael Wong? I don't know if you guys saw that or not. He did a short film called The Tattooist. It's.
I think there's a movie called The Tattooist.
I saw that too. But Michael, the one I saw and I reviewed, dude, it's one of the most intense. It's 90 seconds long. It's 90 seconds. But it has a beginning, a middle, and the end, and it is absolutely flat out amazing. You sort of thinking about, I wish that was a pitch or a concept, but it's a short film of 90 seconds of a tattooist, and it's crazy good. I've never seen a short film 90 seconds be that good, not even close. I mean, most short films would be like, I've seen movies, I've seen shorts that last 3, 4, 5 minutes long. Never seen one last 90 seconds, but kicked my ass until I saw that one.
Well, I got sent a short from a friend. James sent it to me. The Friendly Men. It's a little short with dinosaurs and stuff. I don't know how long it is, but it's just a little short. And he was asking me to review it. I still got to do a little review on it. Been meaning to for a while. Now, Buffy, I do. The movie, it's been a long time. I want to rewatch the movie because it's been that long since I've seen it. And the show wasn't that long ago. I watched it. I didn't really. Angel, I was kind of into.
Phantom Dennis put that back. She had the ghost living with her. Cordelia was great on there.
Let's see. So what's this? Peggy might be doing. Wow, Peggy, that would be cool. I would watch that if Peggy jumped in there and started doing some commentary with the Care Bear. That would be interesting. That would be cool.
And there is some Buffy video games.
Yep. Chaos Bleeds, and there's a few others. So
never played any of them. Well, I played one of the not Resident, but Evil Dead ones. That newer one. Played that new Chainsaw Massacre one.
I haven't played the Texas Chainsaw one yet. I've seen people playing it. But
I was sitting. I had a chance to play Leatherface, and I'm sitting in the lobby waiting for everybody to get ready, and it's just like, I don't know how long. It felt the wait wasn't that long, but it felt forever. So you're just sitting there waiting for everybody to get up. And you're just like,
it's like, all right, I want to kill you. Hurry up! I'm gonna kill you now. Come on.
Well, the first time I had to play as the Hitchhiker. Then all of a sudden it's like, I'm playing Leatherface. Go, go, go. Come on. I want to you.
So we decided to ask. Let's see. Peggy should go on stream with Steven and watch Buffy with us. I just asked your mom if there's a good Steven story for Halloween. Good Halloween Steven story. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm sure I'll probably open up a can of whoop ass there, but it'll be worth asking. Steven went really quiet.
He's like,
what's going on, buddy? What's going on? I'm sure you got some fun. I bet your mom's got some good stories about what you were on Halloween, right?
I'm sure there's some good Halloween stories.
I'm sure there is too. I'm sure that we all like to hear one. That's right. That's that. Yep. Let's hear it. Hobbs is sitting there going, "Yep, yep." Steven Halloween stories. Yeah, I mean, it is coming to Halloween. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I was funny because we were talking about with Fletley yesterday, Kyle, and we're asking him, is Halloween as popular in Canada as the United States? And he assured us that it's just as insane up there as it is down here.
Mm-hmm.
There was this one kid when I lived in military housing. I always felt sad for him. His parents thought Halloween was this evil, demonic thing. So everybody was like, that day, if it was on a school day, everybody's got the costumes and the candy bringing to school. Everyone's having fun, getting all excited. And here's this one kid like, I can't do it. His head bowed. And he walks to his house, which has got a cross and all this shit on it. The parents are like, it's Halloween. We got to put all this cross out. It's the saddest thing to see this kid just his head bowed, like, but so left out to his parents. No wonder he had issues later. Became a bit of a sadist. When someone would fall and get hurt, he'd laugh about it. It's like, geez, wonder why he had all these issues. If they let him celebrate Halloween just once, there'd be no issues.
Okay, so Care Bear has a very important question. If you had chocolate marshmallows in a fridge and also fudge brownie ice cream, which would you eat first? I definitely would sit there and say the ice cream.
Probably the ice cream, yeah. Well, can't you just take the marshmallow and shove it in the ice cream? Come on.
Let's see. Yeah, I saw that too. Don shouting out the amazing bulk. And the House of Horrors.
That's not me. That's not me for once doing that.
We also instilled a no Superman 4 fly zone for the House of Horrors. So no Superman.
It's no that the whole thing that he's talking about. It's not me for once. So I'm clear of it for once. Blame him, blame Don, not me.
Marianne says she's eating both. She's eating both together. Let's see.
That hot fudge you can put on ice cream. Oh, I love that.
Yeah,
I like the candy hard shell too. The chocolate that turns into a hard shell.
What's your guys' favorite snack to eat with when you're at home watching movies? I know everybody eats popcorn and soda and stuff at the movies.
It's not really a snack, but there is a reason why we tend to go through ketchup. I'm not ketchup, but peanut butter. Real quick, get my little spoon. So if you want a peanut butter jelly sandwich when I'm around, be lucky if there's any peanut butter left.
Let's see.
I take big scoops of it.
Care Bear says she has both ice cream flavors in her fridge. What happened to the freezer?
Yeah,
I think it'll be lucky in the fridge.
Is get peanut butter.
Let's
big
see.
Scoop, put it on there, some chocolate, put that on top of the ice cream. It's killer.
See, Care Bear eats Doritos.
I think my dog wants in.
I like cookies and cream ice cream too. That's one of them.
Yeah. I like 50-50. Vanilla and orange sherbet. Let's see. Here we go. Hobbs will eat anything. That's what I heard anyway.
Yeah, but we gotta get him some donut ice cream.
Killer donut ice cream.
I was telling somebody, okay, when jalapenos and bacon, when they were all big, you could get a jalapeno milkshake or a bacon milkshake.
Yummy.
It's just basically chopped up bacon put in with ice cream, and and it's like, I like bacon, not that much. I like jalapenos, not that much.
Well, you know what I like doing, and I can only do this at Wendy's, nowhere else. Take Wendy's fries and dip them in the chocolate frosty.
I've heard people do that.
It's good. It's really good, but I can only do it there, nowhere else. It just has to be there.
God, when they do the special Frosties there at Wendy's, the cherry one was good. The strawberry one was good. They did a Christmas one that was good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I wonder if they're gonna do a special one for Halloween, like a pumpkin spice.
I was gonna say they should do a pumpkin one.
Oh, I'd try it because they're right now with me. They've been hitting them out of the park when I had the special ones. They've been hitting home runs. So I know if they do that, it's going to be a home run.
Yeah.
You're going to whole picture me going, damn straight, this is good. Oh, the Killer Donut movie.
Yeah, that was funny.
Attack of the Killer Dodos was.
So we've had Killer Donuts, Killer Tomatoes. What other foods can we have?
Not a food, but we had
well,
Killer Condoms.
There was Sloppy Joe's.
Sloppy
Joe.
That's right. There is a Sloppy Joe movie. Yeah.
Right now, I want to make a movie, Attack of the Killer Tacos.
Hasn't there already been one Attack of the Killer Tacos?
If not, we need to make it. We need to raise the money.
Okay. I think I got the first nickel. That would be a Ferguson movie right there.
I tried that ginger, whatever, Death Wish coffee. I don't care for ginger when you put it as a spice. Well, as cookies, I like ginger cookies, but otherwise I don't like it. Damn, that was some good coffee. So,
let's see, Gingerbread Man. Are you talking about the movie Gingerbread Man?
Ginger Dead.
Ginger Dead. I didn't see Ginger. I didn't mean to say Ginger.
Isn't he in one of the newer Killer Clown movies that he did? The Killjoy movies or something?
Might have been in a Killjoy.
I know he crossed over with
the Evil Bong. He crossed over with. Yeah.
Full Moon? Are they doing crossovers again?
Oh. Well, Evil Bong was.
Oh, okay. Well, what Hobbs is asking about is I had mentioned using cabbage on tacos, and he's asking if anyone else would do it.
I don't even eat lettuce on my tacos. I just have beef, cheese.
Oh yeah, someone asked. Was that you that said you eat cabbage, Echo?
On the tacos because it complements the taste.
Oh my god, it's so weird. That is weird, dude.
I don't know. But since you mentioned Ginger Dead Man, a little shameless plug. Robin Sidney was on a past show. If you want to check it out, she was really fun.
I
gotta get the shameless plug in, you know.
Who's voicing the character now? Because it's not Gary Busey anymore. He only did the one movie.
No, he only did the one. I'm not sure. Let's see who did the voice of Ginger Dead Man after that. I'm curious.
It was Killjoy. It was in that. They just did a movie I was reading about. It's like it's got killed. Something to do with Killjoy and the Bong, and somehow some gingerbread man type character popped up. So I'm guessing they tied. By the sounds of what I was reading, they tied Killjoy, Ginger Dead Man, and the Bong together.
I didn't know they did Killjoy. I just thought it was Evil Bong.
I know Debbie Rochon did an episode of Killjoy, and then didn't the Sci-Fi Channel make a totally different series called Killjoy? It wasn't based on the movie, but they made.
Yeah, there's something called Killjoy, but it's not anything dealing with. Yeah,
I've seen the first movie. I want to check out and one of the other movies. I want to check them out some more because they look pretty good. There was one about it was like a fast food place, and they had a killer whose head had like a clown mask on it and a speaker in the mouth. That was, what was that one?
I've
seen way too many slashers and really odd movies to remember sometimes what I've seen. I don't even think making a list would help.
Let's see. Have you guys? Yeah, look at that. See, cabbage with your tacos and burritos. No, I'm believing I'm Irish, and I had corned beef and cabbage at least twice a year. But I would never put cabbage on any Mexican food ever.
Okay, it's drive-through. It's got this killer like futuristic clown in it. It's got this like fiberglass type mask on. The head thing on, and he's got like a drive-through speaker for a mouth.
I'm lost.
Who did that movie?
I'm lost.
In Ginger Dead Man vs. Evil Bong, it was I just found the name. Robert Ramos did the voice in that one.
That name is familiar.
Oh yeah, and he did it in Evil Bong High Five, so he was the Ginger Dead Man after that. And he also did the Ooga Booga voice in Ooga Booga. He'd be fun. I should try sending him a message. He would be fun to talk to.
That name, Robert Ramos, is so freaking familiar.
Yeah, this strike is really. We should talk about what happened to you, Stephen, because this has happened to me as well. And now it's happened to you, and I wonder how many other people it's happened to. So one of the things that we're getting the fallout on is about the strike is SAG actors. They're officially they're not supposed to be promoting any show unless they get a waiver for it. They have to get a waiver saying that they're allowed to promote a movie or a project, anything major, but otherwise they can do small shows like mine and Stevens and anybody else's. But a lot of the actors, it seems like they're confused of what they can do. Like are we allowed to promote? Even though SAG members have posted the official stance for SAG, which is, if you do small things, you can do it. You just can't do anything with major, like a red carpet or a magazine article, like
Entertainment Weekly or whatever.
They don't really want you to do any big televised, really well organized type of promotion. But some are just, they're like, it's either all or nothing. And sometimes that can affect a show like us. So I guess now you had that happen with you. Man, it just seems like the belt's tightening a little bit. I feel sorry for some of these folks because a lot of their movies are coming out and they're not able to really get out there and push. And what really hurts is the smaller movies. Like you just did your movie with Camp Blood, and here comes Butch Patrick come on in and play a role.
Yeah.
Now Butch Patrick, he's a name. He's a name. He's a viable name. You can put him on a movie box, and people will come out and check that out. There's a lot of nostalgia for him. His life has really improved the last. I think he's been, if I'm not mistaken, I think he's been. Well, I mean, as far as like trouble free, for the last 15, 20 years. I mean, he's been, he was there in trouble for a little while, but he's been on the up and up for the last 20 years and doing some small projects. He's been doing a lot of conventions.
Typo, Hobbs, bitch, it's so much fun. That's funny. We know you mean Butch, but
bitches, Patrick.
This is so funny.
Yo, what's up, Big Patrick? That's too funny.
That is.
Bitch is so much fun to meet.
I had met him a couple of times at prior conventions, but this is the first time like seeing him on set. And when I saw him, I told him, I was like, I've met you at a few conventions. He goes, yeah, you look familiar. It's good seeing you. So.
It's really cool though. I'm glad for some reason that conventions, because I know there's two levels of SAG, right? And the convention season has been very, very good this year. I mean, everybody's done a convention has raved about it. Of course, our own John, Doomsday, he's had an outstanding season. People are there. They want to see it. They want to see the stars and everything else. But there's some of them, I'm sure there's some of them that have pulled out because they're not exactly sure on what's going on. Are we allowed to do this? Are we not allowed to do this? Because you got some, like the cast of Nightmare on Elm Street, are reuniting.
Yeah.
And you're thinking, okay, that's a major event. Now, I mean, they must have got a waiver for that. They must. I mean, do they have to get waivers for every convention they go to now? What is too big and what is too small? I mean, and I feel bad because Butch would be perfect for a show like this.
Mhm.
It's low key. It's not going to be 10,000 people screaming his name. He comes in here. He's going to be. I think you're planning on having an ensemble cast for the show.
On the
So
23rd, yeah, just
right, the focus wouldn't be on him. I mean, you wouldn't have even listed his name. He would have just been like the cast and crew of Camp Blood, and he just would have been just a member of the cast.
yeah.
I mean, maybe without the strike, yes, you do promote him, but with the strike, you just promote the ensemble cast.
Mhm.
You don't single anybody out. It should be a safe and comfortable time for an artist to still come onto a show like we're doing here, and have fun and talk about movies and whatnot. But I feel like we're being sort of squeezed a little bit,
Yeah.
and they are too. I mean, you guys have heard me talk about Brightwood. Um, that movie came out. It's an absolutely amazing film. It should be getting covered. It should be getting covered big, but it's not because it's only a two actor movie. Neither one of them can go on there and really do anything about it to help promote it. And now it's totally grassroots, totally word of mouth, and you know how that goes. It's hard. It's hard as hell to promote that way.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, I feel like some of the smaller actors and smaller films, they're just getting punished, and I just feel really bad for them. Hopefully you can get them in though, right? I mean, you sent a request out to them, right?
I sent an email to him and I talked to him about it, and he said that he is interested in doing it. So we'll see. So soon. So hopefully he'll come on with the rest of us.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
It's gonna be
That'll be
Star Packed. It looks like. Steven
Yep.
was telling about. It's like, wow, it's
So,
gonna be exciting.
and I posted up. Will went ahead and on YouTube he did a like a 20-minute video of behind the scenes of some of it. So yep. So you can check that out and get a little preview if you're into that. I mean, if you don't want any spoilers, then don't check it out. But if you're curious and have to click, you can. So
Are you guys still doing? Is he still raising money for it? Is he still trying to raise money for more effects, special effects, and whatnot?
still getting more money. I mean, like the original goal was only 1,000. There, he's almost hitting 5,000 now for the next stretch goal. There is, I forget the exact price if it's 200 or 250, but there are only 4 replicas of the Killer Mask. Butch Patrick, myself, Lily, Lorelai, all of us, we all signed the inside of the mask, so you can have the replica signed by all of us.
You want to go ahead and drop the link, Steven, to that on your chat? I mean,
I'll have to copy it here, or I'll send it to you if you could drop it in because I made you a mod. So hold on, let me find it. I'll have to copy paste it here, and then I'll just send it to you. Make it easier there.
send it to me Instagram. And I'm not a mod yet.
Oh, I didn't make you. I thought I did. Hold on.
Nope.
Send it to me then.
Okay.
No, I'm not one either. So.
Well, wait a minute. I could have sworn I made you.
You made me a mod in the group.
Oh, in the Facebook group. Okay,
Yep.
let's see. I can just let's see. Click on your name or whatever and make you one. I think, right? Or how do I do that here?
You just go to the right and hit the 3 buttons, and it'll tell you how to do that.
Hey, Cal.
Let's see.
See, now Care Bear says that she is enjoying super stuffed fudge brownie ice cream. Oh boy!
Add some peanut butter to that, Carrie.
Well, it's just saying remove from stage, solo layout, mute, and edit mic settings. It doesn't have. Huh? That's weird.
You have to get out of that. You have to go inside YouTube to do that.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll have to do. Okay, let's see.
Yep. Just open up another browser.
You know what goes good with ice cream, Carrie?
Mm-hmm. A pillow.
Nope. You know what goes good with ice cream is
Oh, Army of Darkness.
Yes, it's real good with ice cream.
Shouldn't it be Devil's Rejects? Tutti fucking fruity.
Well,
what about ice cream movie with Clint Howard?
Yeah,
Ice Cream Man. Yeah.
How about The Stuff?
Oh, The Stuff. Yep, there we go.
Now you know the trouble with Care Bears eating that kind of all that ice cream and all that, that they tend to go and they tend to hibernate afterwards. So there could be a small Care Bear in front of the TV in a few minutes, or in front of the computer in a few minutes.
This might go good with ice cream too, for all the wrong reasons.
Oh man,
that was such a weird movie, but good. I don't know why my internet's being so freaking slow here. What's up? Do I have it on the right?
I still gotta watch this. This is like an old 70s or whatever slasher or something. I gotta watch. Peter Cushing. Corruption.
There we go. It was on the wrong Wi-Fi. Now I'm connected. I was wondering why my Wi-Fi was going so slow. There we go. All right, cool. All right, so I'm in the YouTube, so I'll go ahead and make you. Do you have to type in the chat, or can I click on the screen?
You go to the chat, and then go to the person who you wanted to make a mod. You go to the right, and there's 3 little buttons. You click on those buttons, and it should tell you the options you have.
Oh, here we go. Add as a moderator. Okay.
Yep.
Can manage block words, change chat line, keep below. So I guess just the managing moderator. There's 2 of them that says managing and standard. So I guess I'll do managing. So all right. Because that's like the powerful one, right?
Yeah, and that just keeps your room troll free.
Let's see. But hey Hobbs, you want to be a moderator too? If you want, I'll make you one. And then let's see where we.
I gotta read those Buffy comics. They have some new ones coming out where she's had ones out where she's older and shit, almost post-apocalyptic or something.
Let's see.
I need to check out the Friday the 13th comics too.
Yeah. All right, and I got you Echo too now.
Yeah, Echo should be one for sure. So now you guys have your total control of your room, and thank you guys all for coming out tonight too. Coming out and supporting the show. Steven got over 600 subs today. He hit a 600 sub.
Live on the House of Horrors.
Live.
Yeah, just send one of us then the link if you want us, and we can post, the link for you in chat.
Oh yeah, and now we can go get the link to the.
I'm about to get that right now to the behind the scenes there. So we'll go.
You should be able to drop that on yourself since this is your channel. You should be able to have no problem cutting and pasting yourself, Steven.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm being lazy. That's what I have use for. Just you do all my work. No, I'm just playing. Let's see.
Yeah, where's my minions? Minions.
Hey, you're my minions now.
Thanks so much.
Hey, I'm the actor. You're my entourage.
He's remember. He's not Steven. He's Hollywood.
Oh yeah,
my entourage. You gotta take care.
Just Steven. Just
remember. Without me, there's no you, because I was the original host.
You gotta remember, Steven. Don't forget little people when you're having dinner with like Martin Scorsese and Steven Spielberg. Don't forget us little people.
All right. It's like, and you are. All right, let's see. Let me get the Indiegogo here. But yeah, you can get, like I said, you can get those signed masks. You can get the Blu-ray copy, one of the first ones to own the physical copy. All that. So let's see.
That's cool. That is really cool, Steven. Looking at that 600. Congratulations, brother. Seriously.
Thank you.
That's a lot of work put into this.
And God, this is popped in my head. And when you get 700, you can join the 700 Club. Who remembers them?
My God! The devil worshiping, are we? Oh, okay.
Whatever happened to them? You can see them all the time on TV.
They morphed into evil evil in personified, Proud Boys, MAGAs.
He's always back in the 80s and 90s or whatever. You'd be on watching TV and all of a sudden he does an ad for the 700 Club.
He's still there.
I went ahead and said it to you, Patrick. Got it.
Yeah, Jim Baker is still alive. He's selling prepper food, what I understand. And have you seen who Kenneth Copeland is? That guy has gone crazy. That guy is certifiably crazy. Talk about a horror show. Oh my God!
If you want to talk about Buffy, okay, Luke Perry, he was in it. His son got into some drama. Jack. He's a wrestler now, and it seems he got into a backstage fight because he was mocking somebody over glass.
What?
He wanted to do a stunt, and he wanted to use real glass. And they go, no. And the rest of the people are like, no, you can't do that. That's dangerous. We'll use that fake, prop glass, sugar glass. So he was mocking somebody. He got to a fight backstage with somebody. And he got suspended. It's like, wow. I've been hearing he's kind of a dick, though. People have been saying that Luke Perry's son, Jack, is a dick and kind of antisocial.
Well, I'll talk. I can talk about Fred. Fred was I felt bad for him. He passed away because he was really hitting the stride too. I mean, Riverdale was a fun show to watch for the first 3 years. It really was. It was very different. Very different.
So, okay, because it's based on Archie and them, right?
Yeah.
I have the comic where Archie died.
Oh man, they've done so many good Archie comic books. Archie just got totally. Oh man, it got totally bypassed. But the creators of Archie, man, they've been working their ass off.
They did a storyline where it takes place in an alternate reality or whatever, where a friend of his who was gay ran for office and someone got upset and tried to shoot his friend, and Archie took the bullet for him. And I have that because I was like, everyone, they made a big deal at the time. Archie dies. So I'm somewhere and they had it at the check. I'm like, that's mine now.
I just dropped the information down for Camp Blood, Indiegogo right there. So if you guys want to go on over there and take a look at some of the stuff that they have offered, some of the perks, including signed masks signed by our host, Steven, along with Patrick, who played Eddie Munster on the Munsters.
And like all of us, Nico, Lily, L'Oreal or Laura, I can't talk tonight. I'm sorry, but yeah, Anna, all of them, everybody, the bride, all that.
You have to forgive Steven. He's tongue tied because he hit 600 subs today.
That behind the scenes picture of you when she's eating your brains, that'd make a great Christmas card picture.
What can I say? The ladies love me for my brain. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not. You know what? I'm not going to say anything else about that. I'm not touching that. Just try. Not saying a word.
All right, but yeah, we had so much fun, and I can't say, but I got a crazy ass scene that's going to gross people out. It's going to be great. I can't wait. I can't wait.
You get a signed photo of Janet's feet.
Well, yeah. Well, that actually started out as a joke. She was saying how she was talking to us, and it was one of the stretch goals. They were like $30 away from hitting the next 1,000. And she made a joke. She's like, "Hey, for $30, I'll sell a picture of my feet." And someone actually offered her the $30. And she's like, "I thought it was a joke. I didn't think anyone would do it." And a couple of us were like, "Yes, people will do it."
There is, like the different like Wikipedias. I think there's one dedicated to feet. I've heard about, and it's different like famous people, whatever, semi-famous. You can go up and look up pictures of people's feet. Whatever floats your boat.
Hey, yep. And there is some pictures. I don't know how many offers, but no one's bought it yet, which I'm kind of surprised they bought feet, but not hers. Lily has a special spicy edition photo shoot also. So
special spicy.
Yeah, and nobody's bought any of them.
Yeah, I'm surprised, man. If she's freaking, I don't know if you've seen the picture of me and her. She's like 6 foot tall. It's like she's tall, man.
That reminds me of that picture I saw one time of the late Juliet Stein or whatever. That thing that said 6 feet tall and worth the climb.
Wow. 50-foot, Attack of the 50-foot woman.
Yeah, and she will be joining us. She is one of the cast members coming on the 23rd. And then right after the next day that she comes on the show, she's going back to Dallas. She's got a couple of short film premieres that she's going to. So she's keeping busy herself. So, yeah. So she'd be good.
Okay, so some of the questions that we talked about earlier, too, I think a couple of people have come in since then. So we're talking about how you organize your collections. Your film collections. How do you organize? Do you organize alphabetically, by distributor, by favorite movie star? How do you organize your collection, and how do you keep track of what you have so you don't end up buying the same movie 5 times?
Well, see, I've only bought the same movie 3 times, but that's only because, well, one of the times it was on purpose. That was the Pearl ones. The other 2. What was it? I don't know. I think it's Battleship. You know how many times I've almost accidentally bought that a second time?
I will say this. I did see that movie, right? And I do know that it was totally based on the game, including the, I have to admit, I laughed my ass off when I saw that what they're shooting, the aliens were shooting at the ships. Dude, it was so. I mean, I was like, they did not do that. Tell me they did not do that. That's what they were. It looked like the red pegs from the game, right?
Yeah.
And I'm laughing at that. I admit it, I laughed. But I gotta tell you, that ending of that movie, the final act, that was some damn pretty exciting stuff.
Oh, and here's one thing. I have a connection to the Missouri. My dad, back in the 70s, before I was born, he briefly retired from the Navy, but he decided to re-enlist. They let some people re-enlist on the Missouri. They were doing re-enlistings. My dad was one of them.
I think the Missouri fought in active service until the 80s.
Also, best use of Thunderstruck in a movie.
Yeah, it was pretty badass. And that was a good music placement. That was because that movie gets overplayed so much in so many movies. But I agree with you that it fit in Battleship. I thought it was a lot of fun.
I mean, my dad being in the Navy, you go to the docks, to pick them up. You see the oilers, you see the aircraft carriers, you see you see all these other ships, the destroyers, the battleships, all this shit. So, that's probably the reason I like that movie. Seeing the old ships, they brings a smile to my heart. Seeing them in person just brings a smile to me. I miss them. Being on them is fun.
I'm looking at your cast members, Stephen, on this. Man, you're right. There's some old. This is an old fashioned. This is old fashioned 80s stuff I'm looking at. The all the babes in here. You got Mariah Marsala.
Yep.
Lily Lurid.
Yep. She's the one that's coming on that we were talking about.
Janet Wong.
She's coming on. Yep. She's also a stunt woman too. So
she looks totally badass.
Oh, she is. Yeah.
And then I'm looking at the mask. Man, that's the mask with the one with all the teeth.
Yep, that's the mask. Mm-hmm.
Man, that looks tight. That looks really cool. Looking at some of the perks that you guys have offered for this. Let's see. Did you offer a guest spot on the House of Horrors?
I should tell Will. I'll be like, hey, $50, come on the House of Horrors.
Yeah. You should do that.
Or best offer, whatever.
What you should do is you could do this. You could go ahead and do your guest spot for the House of Horrors, and then you could tell whoever wins that prize. You could tell them that you can send them a schedule of what you have coming up, so they can come up on when you have a star or an actor or a director they want
to come up with. Yeah,
right. That's just an idea.
Or what I could do is whoever wins it, since it's a Camp Blood, of course, I'm sure. I mean, I know we'll have people on the 23rd, but like those who can't make it, like once the movie comes out, they can come on with all the Camp Blood cast and do another Camp Blood.
Yeah, that's an idea. Yeah, that's what that's probably the way to do it. Offer the slot, so when the movie comes out, when it's released, and then after it comes out, and they can come on and be part of the panel that interviews the cast.
That's a good idea. I should message Will and tell him that. Be like, hey, do another Camp Blood panel. And come on.
Yep, that's what I would do.
And I'll do a bonus one too. Besides the Camp Blood, I'll throw in whatever guest you want to come on, so it'll be a double. So you'll get to meet the cast of Camp Blood and a choice of
another
guests.
show. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Remember, I am the House of Ideas.
Is that your show, The House of Ideas? The House of Horse.
the House of Blue. Okay, I had to say that. House of Blue. Let's see. Yeah,
we got makeup mom in here.
Yeah, that would be fun. That would be fun. It'd be a good perk.
Yeah, I'll suggest that. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, if Janet can sell her feet, why not? Come on.
Hi, Michelle. Glad to see you up and around. I'm waiting for. I know that Michelle's been. I think she's gearing up for the return of doing marathons, live streams again. Looking forward to that. Still waiting for Michelle to do her 24-hour live stream.
Those people that do those thubathons.
Those what?
Like those streamathons or thubathons or whatever they call them.
Yeah, I've been hearing. Yeah. Well, you know what? I think Ethel's supposed to be, or Gory's supposed to be doing something like that in October.
Ooh, some people do is like when they get to sleep, they play old streams while they're asleep, and then they come back. Some you can see them sleeping in the background, so you'll see like here's the stream, and then it's a little picture of them in the background.
Can you replay old episodes?
Well,
during a live stream, can you play an old?
They've done that. I've seen them do that on Twitch.
I think you probably could get away with that here.
Hell, Tommy Wiseau, he's not technically live when he streams on Twitch.
Echo?
Those are all old videos of him he plays.
Echo, he's not technically alive right now. He hasn't been alive since forever.
He's no longer pushing. I noticed he's no longer pushing the room. Now he's focusing on Big Shark.
Oh, he should concentrate on pushing. Oh, never mind. That's a family show.
Since when?
Yeah.
Your mom's in the chat. I'm not gonna. No. We're not gonna go there.
She's usually always in the chat, so whatever.
Michelle says she is getting back on YouTube. That's right. Yeah, I know you were off for quite a while. I didn't know if you were just off recharging the battery or not.
It's always.
I know I'm doing that in November. I'm taking a month off. Yeah, I gotta go and just get some rest and relaxation. When's your next movie, Steven?
I'll be leaving January 18th through I forget, it's like 4 or 5 days. I'll be going back to Texas again for a cheerleader elimination, and that is going to be Julianne Prescott's movie. So.
Right, and you had Julianne as a guest, right?
Yes, we did.
Okay, so
yeah,
you can check that interview out on. I would just sit there and say hit the links, but.
Yeah, she was telling us about that movie in that.
You have to hit the playlist.
That's the one she was telling us about, and she showed us the poster they had done, and it looked like a furry.
I was gonna say with the furry, yeah.
I got stuck on the whole fact it's a furry. The one thing I get stuck on is the furry.
Let me go
so
back.
I should be getting that script. She's almost done with the script, so she was just making sure with some locations that work out, and so I should be getting that very soon. So
yeah, I do vaguely remember her talking to us about locations and scouting and looking for stuff.
Yeah. And plus, she's just getting over some surgery too and stuff, but she's been working hard and still doing it. And bless her, she's done a lot, so she's been toughing through it. So yeah.
Busy bee. I think they call it a busy bee or something like that, a busybody, whatever the term is.
Yeah.
Okay. When was oh my gosh, You're on episode, aren't you? This is episode 129, right?
Yes.
I don't know if you haven't updated your playlist for a while. I'm not sure if Julianne's on here.
She might.
Yeah, I haven't updated. I got to update the playlist, and we were just start putting on there. Yeah,
I can find it. Well, it's probably within the last 20 episodes, right? That she was on.
Yeah, it was.
Okay. I can find it, so I'm gonna drop it in the chat so people can take a look at who we're talking about.
Yeah.
Julie.
So and then next week gonna have Nathan Barrett.
Episode 120.
120 she was in.
Oh,
yeah.
120. Okay.
Yeah.
There it is. Nice. All right. So let's go drop this down in here so when people come by for replay, they can come check this out.
Yeah.
So this is the young lady that Steven will be doing a movie with in January. So, and she was a guest on the show.
Yep.
And now she's Will Palazzo's wife, right?
Fiance, wife, basically. Yeah, they've been together for quite some time. So
that's great.
You might as well say wife. So
yeah. So there you go for that. And then and I guess in October. Now, do you have any guests in October coming up? I know that. I know we had talked about. Should you break that to him now, or should you do that off camera? Should we put the load on his shoulders now or off camera?
Oh, what we talked about earlier?
Yeah, with Echo.
I guess we could say it on.
I have enough to deal with in October because if I do the 31 days of Halloween, there's a catch.
Didn't we say November though? We said November.
Oh, yeah, November.
See,
yeah,
so I told myself I would only for October. I'd only would review movies from 1978. So if I do 31 days,
nah, it won't be that. It'll be in November.
No, it'll be in November. We figured you've been doing a really good job co-hosting.
Is this gonna be physically painful?
No,
it shouldn't be. It should be fun.
No.
We'll pick a couple days in November, maybe the first 2 weeks, or we'll talk about any of the 2 days. We'll figure it out. But if you could just find 2 guests for November and host, yeah.
Yeah.
Not so good at picking out guests. So.
It's all right. We'll help you.
Yeah,
we'll help.
And then you just host it on your channel, and we'll be good there. So yeah. But you're ready for it.
You're ready. Plus it takes a lot of pressure off of Steven as well. Now it's more of a team, and he's right. You're ready for it.
I just had to check something out real quick in November, and then make sure that no Saturdays. None of the Saturdays are the 7th. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know, but
just it's time.
That's a personal day I gotta take off for family reunions.
Okay.
Let's see. Nope. Saturday the 4th, 11th, 18th, to 25th. So you would be good. The 7th is on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's not a Saturday, so you'll be good.
So you could do in theory you could do the 4th, but then take off the 11th.
Just like I said, I'm not good at picking guests, so the one that I had was Chad.
Do you think we are? Do you think it's all about hunting, baby?
Better than me.
Well, that's.
I know Steven, not the other Steven, who's always in chat, said something, but I think he's been trying to send me messages on Messenger, but I'm so annoyed with Facebook Messenger right now that I'm ignoring it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. See, yeah. Because Stephen Chang will definitely come in and he will definitely get you some guests if you need.
There is individual now. There's one individual who seems to think that it's okay to message me these BDSM type pictures on Facebook Messenger, which I'm.
Well, they just.
We know the individual.
Well, just tell him to stop.
He just had a birthday. That individual.
Just had a birthday.
Just hit 900 subs.
He what?
He just hit 900 subs.
I don't know which one that is. Just tell me off camera, but just you can still ask for them not to send you certain things.
Yeah, but
say please don't. I don't mind sending. Because I don't mind sending you pictures. Pictures exchange or whatever. Because me, I send nothing but cats all the time. But if it's something that's not
in a while though.
I've been.
You run out of cat videos and pictures.
Oh my God, no! I could. Oh no, I just haven't.
I don't think.
Oh God, I just opened myself to a flood window, didn't I?
Cat City coming up.
Oh God.
Now that I know so
really. Now you're gonna get an instant messenger of tons of nothing but cats.
Oh God.
Yeah.
All night, ding, ding, ding.
Oh yeah. You'll know when my insomnia comes in because that's when you get it all.
He used to do that.
You know who I think. I actually think got the quietest time at night. Instagram has that. They have that when you want to go into peace mode and so people don't bother you.
Yeah.
I think I made someone do that because I kept on sending them cat memes throughout the night. But my insomnia was acting up, so I said when I'm awake and I can't sleep, I scroll through Instagram and send cat stuff.
You used to send me stuff. But it's poor Katie. When we get to go in.
Oh yeah, you and the professor. Oh yeah, she's telling me about that.
She's all like trying to sleep. She's trying to sleep with me and Professor in the community chat, just messaging each other.
Yeah, that's because you guys
not
are
directly to each other. And then
I think you guys are the only two people in our chat. I think you two. Well, no, Karen is too. But I think you and the professor and Karen are the only people on the West Coast.
No, that can't be right. There's got to be somebody else, isn't there?
I don't think so. On the West Coast,
wait a minute. Is Cody in the group? Cody Ray?
I have not seen him, and I haven't seen him post at all in a very long time.
So I got it open here. So it's nice to me. Come on. Oh, great. It's not being nice to me, so I can't see who's in the group.
Well, while you're looking at I'll go ahead and tell everybody next week we got Nathan Barrett, who plays the Plank Face character in the movie Plank Face, which is on Tubi. You can check out. He's had parts in iZombie, Flash 100, License to Wed, the Robin Williams movie, Supernatural, Colony. Yeah, he's got a big list there. So,
holy cow! Okay, that'll be at the same bad time, 8:00 next Saturday.
Yep.
Episode 130.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm gonna be my week's gonna be interesting. I'm interviewing. In fact, I got to get in touch with him here in a minute. I'm interviewing my friend Bren. Will be here. He also is known by his other name. He's a Hall of Fame director. He's actually made several really good films, and won awards for him. Ton of awards. He also worked with Roger Corman. He did 4 movies for Roger Corman's New Concord venture. That was back in the 70s. His professional name, if you want to look it up, his name is Eli Cross.
Eli Roth? Okay, cool. Nice. You bastard.
Eli Cross.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, and when you see that, and then I'm looking forward to it. I know it's going to be a little bit. I'm definitely pushing the envelope for sure. That's for sure. That's going to be a very interesting discussion.
Yeah, and Cody is in the group, and Steven's in there twice.
Steven is?
Twice.
Wow.
Twice.
Because, it shows, when I'm looking down, it shows you, it has under your name, and then it has Horror Freak 85.
Okay. It should be Steven, the host of House of Horrors. Then it should be Steven Hollywood.
Exactly.
Did you ever see that movie Grown Ups?
Grown Ups, yeah.
when they called Adam Sandler's character Hollywood.
Yeah.
Just don't forget us small people when you're with Steven Spielberg and Martin Scorsese.
Yeah,
when you're getting calls from the big studio heads.
Mm-hmm.
Steven, come save our movie.
Again? Gosh, again you want me? All right.
Just wait till you get that first phone call from Dustin Ferguson.
I'm gonna be like, click.
Yeah.
No, wrong number. You can simply do the I can't. I got COVID. Oh God, I'm dying.
Oh my God.
I know that's a bad joke, but
I do your movie, but I got COVID.
Yeah.
Every time he calls me, fuck, I got COVID again. I can't do it.
God, I'm coughing up blood.
Well, you should tell him that you have Ebola, so you can sit there and say, "Oh shit, okay, that's all right," because now I can do Ebola Rex too.
I was going to say Ebola Rex too.
What you do?
I actually didn't mind. I think that's the only one I liked was Ebola Rex. I mean, that was a fun one.
I heard that too. I heard it's really good.
When they call, you tell them you got the most disgusting thing, and you go into detail. So they're just like, yeah, well, we're gonna leave you alone. I don't need to know about where you're bleeding from where and what color the blood is. No.
Yeah. Is that a normal color?
They're like, oh, we'll never call him that guy again.
All right. Well, boys and girls, as far as I go, I got to punch out of the plane. We've been out here almost 2 hours, but I got some things I got to handle.
I think that's good. So we told what's going on next week, what's going on. So I think for everyone who came in and hitting the 600 again, love. Yes.
That's right. On to 700. On to 700. On to 300.
No, it's on to 666 first. Then 700. So he's Hollywood, the 700 Club.
That's right. Hollywood 700 Club. Next up. Then we're going to get Echo to the Leonidas 300. This is Sparta.
We got to get Professor too, because both me and the Professor right now we're stalled out.
What does the Professor have right now?
238.
And you're at 250, 259,
256 or whatever. But
okay,
he's not only should he have more than mine, but he's at the same problem I got right now. We're stalling.
I hate that. Yep. I think that happened when I had 300. There was like a stalling point before. It always seems just before that you get that stalling point.
Well, now you guys can race to 500. Me and Steven did that.
Yeah, I can't believe I thought we would hit 1,000 together. That was crazy. And then it just died. I'm like, okay.
No, it'll pick up for you for sure.
It's definitely Katie that's working. I
definitely noticed your subs have been increasing a lot more, Steven. I think it has a lot to do with the quality of the show. The fact that Echo comes on to the show and you guys have really good rapport. We just got to get you guys back on the road as far as this was a good show tonight. This is a lot of fun. Yeah. And you and me both, man. We need to get out there and keep pounding the pavement, keep grinding. Keep putting out the quality shows that we've been doing.
Yep. It's tough, but we can pull through. So yeah.
It's that YouTube grind.
That's right. Well, I had an absolute blast. I will probably see Echo more likely or not on Tuesday. I know Steven will probably come in and say hello. Tuesday we're having Ava and Doug Potterfield come back on. So we're gonna have a little over an hour's worth of good music, which I'm so happy about. We have a lot of music actually, because I'm interviewing the owner and operator of Bipolar Records on the 27th. Damon Workman will be our guest on the 27th, and then I'm trying to find some bands for October. We'll see. Hopefully we'll get a band in or two. And I got a couple of surprises I'm working on.
There used to be a metal band in my area. The name began with a U. God, I can't remember the name, and I don't even think they're around anymore. Because they were to help promote the stuff, they were sending out free samples of the music. But I can't remember the name, and I don't know if they're around anymore. That was almost 20. That was almost 20 years ago. So.
What was that?
They've been silent. You got 601.
Oh, nice. Congratulations, man. This was exciting. This is a great night.
So, yes. For the rest of the title, I just put episode 129 and 600 sub special.
That's right. All right, guys, I'm out. I will see you guys in the. I'll see you in the drift.
Same here. Have a good night. Thanks for everyone who joined in. Bye.
Thanks for joining us.